Hey everybody, this is Stephen with Junior Achievement of North Florida. I hope that you're doing well today. We have another Career Speaker Series interview with Latricia from Jacksonville, Florida. Latricia, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Stephen.
Awesome. So the very first part of this interview is just an introduction of yourself, any personal information that you would like to share with the students.
Hi. Okay, again, as Stephen mentioned, my name is Latricia Taylor. I currently work at Florida Blue as a business support analyst. I've been working for Florida Blue for 20 plus years. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, and I'm an entrepreneur. So I wear a lot of hats.
Yes, that is wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. The next part of our interview is just kind of thinking back into the frame of being a high school student. What was your thought process? What did you want to do? Did you want to go straight into or further your education to college, or did you enter straight into the workforce? Tell us.
Yes, after when I was in high school, I wanted to be a teacher.
Okay.
But as I went through high school and completed high school and I was working, I decided that may not be where I wanted to go. So I actually, right after I graduated, I actually went to a local business school. So
Okay.
I went for 1 year and got my business certificate at a local business school. And then I shortly after that started working for the Blue Cross and Blue Shield in New York.
Wow.
And then for different reasons, years later, I moved to Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
I'm originally from Syracuse, New York, and
Okay.
I continued my education later on in life.
Got it. Okay. Wonderful. So you've been part of the Blue Cross family for quite a long time. Is that correct?
Correct, correct.
Wow. Okay. So you first started off in New York, and then
Yeah,
eventually it led you down here to Jacksonville, Florida.
yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. So you've had that experience for quite a decent amount of time. So it obviously sounds like a wonderful company to work for. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. It's a great company to work for. I've held different positions each time, leading up to, of course, going up the ladder in the company,
Mhm.
doing different things. So it's been great so far. I enjoy what I'm doing now. As it's not as stressful, but definitely challenging,
Yeah.
interesting, and more in that business hands-on field that I like.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let's kind of get the framework of before COVID-19. Could you go in a little bit of detail about what exactly you do in your job and what did it look like before COVID-19?
Okay, before COVID-19, I was fortunate to already be working from home. So I had already
Okay.
been working from home for almost 2 years.
Wow.
So that didn't change for me. I didn't have the commute at the time before COVID. But as far as my daily job, I'm responsible, like I said, I'm a business support analyst, and I'm responsible for one of our vendor display sites that we ensure that the business or the company's health information is loaded correctly on the system. So basically, when you work for a company, let's just say company XYZ, and your members go online to do their benefits at annual open enrollment. Well,
Mm.
we're the ones behind the scenes on that particular platform that
Yeah.
make sure that the benefits that they have shows up correctly, the health, the dental, the vision, and all that stuff. So that's what I do. If there's any issues, I'm the one behind the scenes to ensure that that displays correctly for the members.
Got it. Okay. So you've been working for 2 years now, so it hasn't really changed the sense of where your workplace is.
No.
Could you explain what has changed with COVID-19?
I will say that as far as work, it has not changed. I think Blue Cross, Florida Blue has done a great job at that transitioning. I know at least for us working from home, it just seems like a seamless transition. Nothing has shifted in my daily job or how the system runs or anything. Of course, it's a little bit overloaded because more people are at home. But the only thing that I can say changes in my personal life of what I do. So of course,
Yeah.
going out to lunch doesn't really happen. Of course, for 3 months, we didn't do that. Going out shopping was a different thing for me. Now I have groceries delivered. Um, things of that nature has
Right.
changed, but I'm lucky that Florida Blue was able to transition the employees and everything and not cause any type of change in our job duties um, during this time.
Wow, that's so encouraging to hear because we've all obviously everybody's had to adjust in different forms and different manners. So it's great to hear of companies like Florida Blue that has done a phenomenal job coming from an employee's perspective that
Yes.
you guys are doing well, that you're doing safe, that you're taking all the measures that are necessary to keep everyone
Yes.
safe. That's always great to hear. So let's kind of transition more into the sense of you mentioned how life personally has definitely changed. What's something positive that you've seen out of all this newness per se? Like this could be professionally, this could be personally. Like what's something positive that you really hope that we take in as a new normal?
I think the number one thing that I've seen is that families are spending more time
Mhm.
together, whether it's in the home that they are comfortable with and um, doing playing games, cooking
Right.
together, eating more together. If they're far away, doing the Zoom meetings so that they
Yeah.
can kind of get together and playing games online.
Yeah.
I think that is also that's the number one thing that I do like out of it, even for myself. And two, I'm seeing a lot of people thinking out of the box, and new businesses are being created out of this,
Yep.
being home and using that brain and starting businesses. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny that you mentioned about Zoom and kind of playing games. My family even played a Zoom game together for the very first time in our lives, and so we had that opportunity. And so I completely agree with you in the sense of where it's bringing people together. It's forcing people to obviously be at home and recognize what's important and prioritize that. That's a wonderful positive inflection that you've shared. Um,
Exactly.
And so now talking about in the sense of finances, it's a little bit more scary. We are in volatile times. The job security is really not at an all-time high. So can you tell students why is it so important to focus on finances? Obviously during like a rainy day, but also really before a rainy day.
I think is that this COVID-19 really shined a light to telling of everyone to understand the importance of having a plan B. And I call
Yeah,
it plan B outside of your normal savings. We save for trips, we save
yeah,
just to save, but we don't save for something like this. It's not something that people think about. So a lot of people have gone into their savings, but it wasn't for this particular thing. So being laid off and now paying all their bills out of it and everything else, food and a lot of things that's going on. So I would say, as far as finances, think of other streams of income. Have
mhm,
that plan B. So when I
absolutely.
say other streams of income, if you are someone that is entrepreneur mindset, think of a little business that you can start that can bring in a little extra money that you can help add to your savings so that if something like this happens, you have a better cushion to hold you over if you happen to lose your job and you're not
Right.
somewhere panicking or freaking out because you don't know what to do. And then
Right.
as we talked about the unemployment, people were going, some people are just getting unemployment from
Yep.
back in March.
Yep.
So that's just if you're not already doing it, or if you've done it and always have done it, that is great. But if you're not, and as a student, just think of that as well when you start going into your careers, to think of that plan B and create other streams of income so you're
Yes.
not dependent on one.
Yeah, that's great insight, and it's so important to think creatively, and it's forcing us to think creatively. You even mentioned how businesses have now been birthed as a result of this COVID-19 and this new normal
Yes,
that we're experiencing. And so, think of ways that are non-traditional, um,
correct.
and to help like buffer those extra costs that we're having to deal with, whether it be furloughed or being laid off. It's really important. That's thank you for that. And my last question for you, Latricia, is as a woman at work, what are some words of wisdom that you can really share with girls as they dream big about their tomorrow?
I would say to stay focused on whatever their goal is. Don't let any type of obstacles get in your way. We all are faced with that. That's just life. We're going to come up against them. But if you stay determined and you stay focused, whatever you're dreaming, you can turn those dreams into reality. It just takes that determination, that focus, and that drive to make it happen.
Hmm. Wonderful. I love that. Always dream, keep on doing it. In the sense of the practical sense of just keep on chugging along,
Yes, yes.
like taking those small steps at a time to really accomplish those big dreams. That's a wonderful way to end off our interview. Latricia, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you would like to end off on, or do you feel like you've gotten everything out for us?
I think I gotten everything out, but I just want to say thank you for this opportunity. And then for any students that's listening, just keep pushing, stay positive, and you can create that lovely career that you want and that financial dream that you're seeking.
Awesome. Well, Latricia, thank you so much once again. I hope that you stay safe out there.
All right, thank you. You too.
See ya.